Welcome to the Andy Meadows Show. Later in the show, we'll highlight our first pretend sponsor who has an innovative solution for a problem plaguing most major cities. We've also got a good roundtable coming up where we'll discuss T-Swift and Kelsey's wedding, bear attacks, farting on airplanes, and the Karen that took away a kid's ball. But first, your headlines. We lost another one of the greats this week. Actor and every grandma's hall pass, Robert Redford, died yesterday. The star of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Horse Whisperer, All the President's Men, The Natural, my favorite, and many others, passed away at his home in Utah yesterday at the age of 89. That's a good run. I used to think I wouldn't make it to 89, but now it's looking like they'll be able to give us new heads and, most importantly, new livers by then. So I'm probably good to at least like 110 or 120. People are still shocked that despite 10 nominations, both The White Lotus and The Bear left the Emmys the other night without any wins. Not shocked at all. The White Lotus is overrated. Nothing ever happens until the last episode. My grandpa used to have a hack for reading books that I thought was brilliant. He'd read the first and the last chapter, and he said you kind of figure out the rest. That approach would work perfectly for White Lotus. Just watch the first and last episode, and you're good. Great cast, though. And The Bear, I can't do it. It gives me too much anxiety. But it does accurately depict how bad it sucks working in a kitchen at a restaurant. Big week for French Bulldogs. They've officially dethroned Labradors as America's favorite breed. Pomeranians, however, remain the dog of choice for women that no one should date. If you're confused by Gen Z slang, you're not alone. Phrases like skibbity toilet and 6'7", both of which literally mean nothing, are apparently simply meant to confuse us olds and let us know we're no longer a part of the in crowd. Not sure that I ever was. We can't complain, though. My generation said cool beans, gag me with a spoon, and bodacious. So we were at a playground the other day, and a kid came up to me and he said, "I'm Tyler and I'm 3." And I said, "I'm Andy and I'm 46. And he goes, "Ew," and ran off, which I think is the correct response. President Trump and Melania are in the UK this week, where they stopped by Windsor Castle for a royal visit, but the visit started off a little awkward with protesters projecting an image of Donald with Jeffrey Epstein on the castle itself. Look, honey, the guy that introduced us. You got to give the protesters an A for effort, though. That's a lot of coordination. You bring the giant projector, I'll bring the generator. Well, because what made me think of it was, during COVID, we did those virtual happy hours.
Maybe you were invited to them. I never was, so.
It was really weird. It was kind of sad. It was like, hey, we're all just drinking at home alone. What if we drink at home alone on Zoom together?
That makes us not alcoholics then, see, because we're on camera with someone else drinking profusely.
But we were all starved for I just want to talk to someone other than Jill. No. Other than the person that you've been sequestered with. That's why so many people broke up during COVID, because it's like...
But how do you do that? Because you can't move.
Well, but I mean, it's one thing when you're with somebody to even when you live with them, you see them every day, but you also see other people when you go out and about and do stuff. But to be at home with them 24/7, a lot of relationships were like, yeah, this is not working.
I don't know. I like my wife. I love her very much. We never fight. We're fine. We were just fighting.
Were you really? What about?
Apparently I loaded the dishwasher wrong, and it was a thing. Because no, it's not like, oh, you just loaded it wrong. Like, our dishwasher has this lid, because it's drawers that pull out. So it has a lid that goes down and closes. And if you have something sticking up too high, the lid can't close, and then water gets inside it, and then it starts screaming, and I have to unplug it and dry it out, and it's a whole thing.
Did you bring up your issue with her on dishes?
Oh, she knows. It's fine.
Okay. I was going to say, you got to hold those nuggets. So, oh yeah? Well, you know what you do? That never helps.
Oh, you're exactly like your mother.
Jill and I almost got in a fight yesterday because she takes forever to do anything. And I'm like, when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And especially with kids and you're timing everything out. And I'm like, we got such a short window to do. We went and saw animatronic dinosaurs at the PGA headquarters they had.
That's terrible, isn't it?
No, the kids freaking loved it.
I know, but you're looking at them going, I thought these were going to be cooler.
No, they were actually all right. They said life size, though. It wasn't really life size. It was like maybe.
They had that. Maybe the ones that came to Fairbanks were a little weaker, but we went one year when that came to Fairbanks.
PGA headquarters has some dough.
Oh, gotcha.
They probably got the good
They
ones,
got the Jurassic Park guys.
But I said something like, she was like, I'm almost ready. I just need to do 2 more things. And I'm like, well, time's running short. All I said was time's running short. But that got me in trouble because of my tone, I guess.
Yeah.
And the fact that,
how you say it.
Yeah, and you just can't hurry a woman when she's getting ready. And she'd already gotten all the kids ready herself. So it was a dumb
So
thing.
you had done nothing other than annoy her at this point.
I had done some work. I'd worked yesterday, which that also is a point of tension. So in my mind, I'd done a lot of things because I'd done quite a bit of work to get ahead for the week. But yeah,
gotcha.
Stupid thing to say. Hey, by the way, if you're watching and you want to weigh in on any of the topics that we discuss, you can do so at andymeadowshow.com. So it's not just Chris and I weighing in. It's actually the opinions of the thousands and thousands of people who watch this. At least watch clips of it. Not the whole thing, to be clear.
The other 12 of you.
Yeah.
You could probably just call us. I think most people watching have his number.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, just text me or call me. If you were invited to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding, what would you wear and what gift would you give them?
Like, sincerely? I mean, that's nice of them. Probably a Cowboys jersey because, football themed.
There you go.
No, a tuxedo, and I'm not giving him anything. Are you kidding me? She's a billionaire. What do you give a billionaire? You can't. No.
Yeah.
No gifts. I am sure that there are no gifts at that wedding, dude. That'd be like somebody bringing Bezos a gift when he was, taking over Venice for the week.
I bet you they do the whole in lieu of gifts, donate money to blah-de-blue. But I like the Cowboys jersey idea because that would piss
both sides off. Yeah,
it would piss both sides off. And Jason Kelce's an Eagle, former Eagle, and I'm sure he's going to be the best man. So you piss the best man off. I'd get him a sound machine because you guarantee that dude's a snorer with his
really
size. Doesn't he look like a snorer? He looks like somebody that would snore quite a bit.
I don't know that they're going to share a room or even wings of the house, dude.
You don't think it's true love?
No, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
I think
it's probably not manufactured. Yeah.
Because I watched their podcast, so I got to see it all in real time because I watched the episode where he was like talking about going to a concert and
when he was like, I really want her to call me. How do we hook up with Taylor?
Well, first you do it you mention it on a very successful podcast, and that way it definitely gets back.
It probably also helps if you're an attractive professional football player.
We did, yeah.
I mean, if not, Ariana Grande, hit me up.
We did get one other note on the show from Mom says that I take my glasses off too much.
Yeah, Stacy said that too, and you rub your eyes.
Well, y'all make me laugh.
Do you need glasses? Do you have to have them to do the show?
No, you think I wear them just because I think they look cool? Yes,
I don't know. Maybe you thought it makes you look smart.
No, I went from up to 42. I had perfect eyesight, and I started needing glasses at 42. And now by 46, I'm already in progressives.
Like macular degeneration? Are you going to be blind by 50?
Probably. Back in the day, it would have been like trifocals or bifocals, but
man, that's a little scary because my eyes are perfect and they always have been. But you're telling me that eventually it just goes away.
Yeah, usually it's 42, 43, and Jill's getting there right now, and she just has started saying, "Oh man, my eyes are starting to." So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I have a messed up theory on why our eyes start going at 42 or 43.
Is it because your partner starts getting uglier and wrinklier? Or?
Yeah, how did you know? I think it's the Lord's way of making sure we're attracted to women our age and men our age. That your eyes start going a little bit and you're like, he doesn't look too bad or she doesn't look too bad.
So you're saying if you had LASIK, you're getting divorced?
Yeah, that's why people get LASIK and they get divorced. How did you guess my messed up theory? That's pretty impressive.
I would imagine we probably have the same kind of thoughts. That's why Stacy never wore her glasses for the longest time. And I was like, yes, she never wears them because she's always needed them. Now she wears them all the time. I'm like, man, that's not going to be good for me.
She's like, man, you really let yourself go. Hey, take those glasses back off.
Actually, I look about the same. Thanks, though.
Hey, did you see that? So there have been a rash of animal attacks, especially bears recently. And there was one right close to you guys in Kenai. Did you hear about that one?
Kenai. Kenai is how you say it. You want to say that again?
Kenai, I voiced something for one of y'all's stations, and I have to, they correct me on that one when I say it wrong. But did you see that there was a bear attack in Kenai?
I did not. I'm not surprised because there's lots of bears there. What happened? Give me the lowdown because I don't know anything about this.
It was a female so this is kind of scary. Female jogger, and she was mauled and dragged 100 yards by a brown bear, and this happened 50 yards from her house. So she literally just left her house in the morning, 50 yards away. Did
she survive?
Yeah, she survived. So the neighbor heard it and heard her screams and came out and I guess maybe scared the bear off, or the bear ran off. So luckily she lived, but
almost all the stories I hear about bear attacks are runners or cyclists. And I think it's because their feet are moving and they're like going fast and the bear's like, ooh, chase it. You know, I rarely hear people just like walking up on a bear, standing still and still getting mauled. I like to think that the bears are like, oh, it's a person. Okay, we'll mosey along. But who knows, man?
Well, and if you're running and it's got its cubs with it, it could see that as an aggressive thing, or something. But since you're in bear country, what's your plan if you get attacked by a bear?
Probably to die, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be able to take it. But they give you like the bear spray. You have to. It's basically like a giant can of mace you carry with you, and you're spraying. You're like pepper spraying a bear. And I guess you have to be like, okay, which way is the wind blowing? Let me get around the right side. You know, I don't think it has to work. Well, I don't know. I guess it doesn't have to work. It has to make you feel good while you're out hiking is that you're carrying this giant pepper spray with you. But maybe it works. I don't know.
I think it definitely works. You know, the one thing they tell you for home invasions is instead of getting pepper spray, get wasp spray because it's cheap and it shoots just as far and it shoots even further and it's just as effective. But I don't know if that works as well on bears.
I don't know if that works as well on people.
No, it does. That's what
wasp spray is the same as pepper spray. No.
Yeah, that's what I heard it from a cop.
Oh, well, that makes it true.
They said if you keep that on your nightstand, if you're I mean, I've got a gun. I don't if somebody breaks in, I've got a 12 gauge and a 9mm. That's my plan. But if you're opposed to guns and you don't want to have a gun, instead of pepper spray, keep wasp spray on your nightstand.
Okay, and the first time you got a visitor over into the bedroom, they're like, "You got wasp spray on the nightstand?" That is not so the bears have gotten more, I don't know, they're not aggressive necessarily, but here this summer there was a rash of up on the hillside. A lot of people are doing the keep your chickens thing to have the fresh eggs. And the bears are just like, sweet, people have been keeping chickens all in one spot for me. This is awesome. So there was a grizzly up on the hillside that has just been munching through all the chickens up there.
And there was a couple other attacks, and there was a guy somewhere, I think I'm right about this, guy killed by a 70-pound bear Man killed by
A
a
70
70-pound
pound bear.
70-pound black bear. That's what they don't have to be large to get you. Black bear that attacked man that didn't have rabies.
A 70 pound dog could kill you too, so that makes sense.
He was seriously injured. He wasn't killed, but yeah. So that's kind of what he was seriously injured by a small one. But there was, they don't have to be very big. Is the point?
So I don't think I've ever come up close and personal with a grizzly, but we've seen tons of black bears when we're just walking around here, and generally they just walk across the street, climb a tree. They don't want to mess with you, feels like.
Yeah, I would just reason with them because, is it really worth it to eat me? I'm skin and bone. What's that going to hold you over for like 6 hours?
Yeah, but they're like, it's not going to be hard to kill you. You got no muscle.
That's true. Yeah.
I love you reasoning with a bear. This is going to go over well. No, Mr. Bear, it's fine.
Come on there, buddy. And they also kill you. If you kill a human, they go kill that bear. So you just got to lay it out there for him. You know what I mean? This is not going to turn out well for you, Mr. Bear. I think if you use the right tone too, he knows you're serious. So science says
try talking to a polar bear. That'll not go over well for you, dude.
Science says there's a reason we fart on airplanes. It's called jet belly. Like apparently.
Oh, like if you take a bag of chips onto the plane with you without opening it, you pull it out of your bag and it's huge. That's the same thing that's happening to my guts. Is that what you're saying? Just kind of expands with the lower pressure.
Something about the pressure and the elevation causes us to be extra gassy. Do you light it up on flights? Do you fart away?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why not? I think that's probably why they make the interior of the cabin so loud. They could probably make it quieter when you're flying, but they're just like, man, then we're going to hear all the farts.
Yeah, everybody's up here farting. I'm not much of a public farter, but on airplanes, I turn on that vent above me and just let it rip.
That's just recycled everybody else's farts is all that is, dude.
Yeah, but it feels like it covers it and it gets it.
Oh, in kind of the same way, I am now disgusted after thinking about it by hand dryers in public bathrooms. Like, just give me a towel. Because you know how much fart and poo particles are floating around in there? You wash your hands and then you put them under this blower that's just sucking the poo particles down and putting them right on your hands. It's just hot farts going onto your hands after you wash them.
Up until the only ones I'm down with are the Dyson ones. Those are they were the first ones to make effective hand dryers in the bathroom.
You're talking about the one where you stick your hands inside of it and pull it out. Even because they've got the ones, Dyson's now got the flat ones, and they're not as good as the old school Dysons that you stuck your hands inside.
But the one that we had as kids growing up that you just hit that button, it never did anything.
No, that was just like a really crappy hair dryer inside that thing.
Yeah.
That would just...
Yeah, if you ever read the studies on the amount of poo particles that are around in bathrooms, and it just makes you never want to.
Yeah, like I would rather go back to the one towel that rotates through, the one cloth. You remember those? You pulled it and it went back in. That's probably healthier than blowing poo particles all over my hands.
What was there zero science actually going on inside that thing? Or do you think I was like in my mind? It's like, oh, it's washing it. It's probably not doing a damn thing.
Oh yeah, they have infrared lights inside there that were getting all the bacteria. No, it was probably just a long enough roll that it would dry by the time it got back out.
I hate the thing that has the hand sensor on the water to wash your hands.
Oh yeah, it never works.
It never works, and it gives you like 0.5 seconds of water, just enough to kind of, yeah.
And then to try to get it to work, you keep getting your hands up higher and higher out of the sink, and by the time it works, water's just coming. Yeah. What would it kill to just let us turn the water on?
Yeah. Well, it's because some drunk goes in there and leaves it on and floods the bathroom, and I'm assuming. And it's some guy in an office in an Excel spreadsheet that's like, this is going to save us $50,000 a year company wide if we only give people 0.5 seconds of water. What's the most old person thing you've said recently?
The most old person thing I've said recently, probably just complaining about the prices of thing at the grocery store. That definitely makes me feel like an old man now. And I'm like, really? They're charging $10 for this?
$6.99 for a bag of chips? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I don't know how most people are doing it.
Yeah, the one that keeps ticking me off is I keep trying to find the place that's got the cheapest or a hack to get ground beef cheaper. Not a problem for you because you can't eat beef. You're allergic to it. Not to bring that up.
Thanks for, lovely.
But
now I just want a burger. Thanks.
For the longest time, I would go to Costco and get the big thing of it, and it was $4.99
like a log
pound.
of, yeah.
Not a log.
How
you
much
just
a
get
pound?
a big. It was $4.99 a pound.
Oh,
Yeah,
have you gone? Because they make the logs of ground beef that are like 10 pounds. That would definitely be cheaper than $4.99 a pound. No way that thing's $50.
Yeah, so the only one I asked him, because I read on the internet that you could go ask the butcher to make you 80/20, and it ended up being like $4 something a pound. And he's like, dude, we don't do that. When I asked the butcher, maybe he was just busy and didn't want to mess with it. So he's like, this is what's out here is what we got. So
yeah, I don't think that Costco is the place where you go make requests. It's just there.
Yeah.
Why would you believe that?
A dork. I just waited by that door for him to come out with its swings. And I was like, can you give me a 10-pound bag of 80/20? He's like, no. Did you see that on TikTok? Yes. That's not a real thing. So the big thing I got was $4.99. It gets like 6 pounds a pound. You get like 6 pounds, like $30-$40 or whatever the math comes out to. But when I went the other day, now it's $5.49, 50 cents in 1 week or 2 weeks. It went up.
So do you think that there's like one friendly Costco butcher that's ruined it for the rest of them? He's like, yeah, sure, I'll do that for you. And I was like, damn it, now everybody's asking about it.
Probably. I mean, they got the meat back there. They can't throw it in a tube. I don't know. The really old person thing I said. So I don't know if you know, but I'm mowing my own lawn now.
It's very. Jill's not doing it?
Nope, Jill's not doing it.
Weird.
The old house for the longest time we paid somebody to mow the yard, but here in Frisco, our yard is so freaking small that now I'm like, okay, we'll save the money and just mow it myself. But so the thing I said the other day, because I'm so proud of myself for mowing and weed eating by myself, I said to myself, if people mowed their own yard, they wouldn't have to go to the gym. You know, because it's such a good workout. Because I think it's because I saw somebody jogging as I was mowing, feeling all great about myself. Someone was jogging. I was like, you wouldn't have to jog. You just got out here and mowed.
Your yard's not big enough for that to count as a workout.
And when you look the weed eater around too, that's good.
I have yours is flat too. I have a giant hill for a front yard. I did mine yesterday, and I'm sore today. That's a real workout, not your little pansy yard.
Are you doing it with a push mower?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a riding mower up a hill.
Is it self-propelled?
It is.
Self-propelled doesn't count, dude. That thing moves itself.
It does, because you still got to lift it up over and push it up the hill. It counts.
I got one of those electric ones.
Libtard.
It works pretty cool, man. It's quieter. It's lighter.
I actually use an electric one too, but that's just because I don't want to deal with the gas and oil changes and everything else. I'm surprised how good they are now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dad gave it to me. It was his, but now he's got. You know what he's using?
Yes, the remote-controlled robot.
He's got a remote-controlled robot one, which I don't get, because it was like $2,000 or something, wasn't it?
Something
They're not
like that.
cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, they're expensive.
And you still have to do it. I thought when I saw it, I'm like, oh, cool, that thing mows it for you. No, you still, so he has to sit inside and
I
remote
imagine
control it.
that they probably could make it like a Roomba and it just does it, but they're like, man, people will probably have fun using the remote control for it.
Yeah,
He
but wouldn't
probably
that, I mean,
opted for the remote control version instead of the Roomba version.
he's got like a 2 acre yard. That's got to take hours.
He's retired. What else is he going to do?
That's true. Oh, did you see this happened a couple weeks ago, but the Karen that took away the ball from the kid at a baseball game?
I did, yes. And then I saw another one the next day that was a kid giving a ball to the guy who gave him a ball. So like a guy catches a ball, he gives it to the kid because he's like, oh, hey, here's a kid. Later on in the game, another home run, the kid catches a ball and he gives it to the guy that gave him the ball.
That kid
It was
needs
like
to go
the
buy a
day
lottery
after
ticket.
the Karen thing. Yeah.
That's the
The
luckiest
Karen
kid on
thing
the
was
planet.
bad though. The Karen thing was bad because she didn't get it. You know, she didn't get the ball.
Yeah, it had fallen. It's not like she caught it and dropped it or somebody took it away. It went into the
whoever
stands.
ends up with it, in that scenario, whoever ends up with it, it's their ball. It's not like, oh, well, it was hit to my seat. So what?
1,000%. She thought she got ownership of it because she was fighting for it down there in the scrum, and it's like, so was everybody else.
Yeah, that's the point.
By
If
that
you're,
logic,
if you're at a concert and they're shooting out T-shirts and each one of you grab it, whoever brings it down, that's whose shirt it is. It's not. That was the worst. That guy really should not have given her the ball. That's what should have happened.
But I've been in that dude's shoes before, and it's like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this.
I'm way more stubborn. I'm sorry. I'd have licked it and put it in my pocket and be like, you want it now, lady? Get it.
You'd have gone to jail.
I'd have kept my ball, though.
That was, but you are, so what do you think? You're always obligated to give it to a kid next to you if you catch a home run ball now, right?
I don't know. I mean, if you catch it, it's your choice. I don't think you automatically have to hand off a home run. But you're saying you're at Game 7 of the World Series. You catch a home run ball, and there's a 10-year-old neld next to you. You got to give it to him.
No, I'm giving him like a $20 bill or something. I'm gonna go buy something, and if it's a ball of that value, absolutely not. I'm not giving it to him. But they freaking pressure you. So at Rangers games now, if a guy catches it and there's a kid next to him and he just keeps it, the Rangers will put up on the Jumbotron, give it to the kid, and everybody in the stands starts cheering. I mean, they really...
So the pro tip is to bring a ball with you. Yeah. Make a little switcheroo after you catch it. Yeah.
I've seen a couple people get hit by foul balls. Like when I've sat, if you sit down by the first baseline or the third baseline, there's this area where you could really get leveled,
right,
by a foul ball. So when I sit in that area, I'm like my head's on a swivel the whole time because I've seen people get popped.
Yeah, just beamed. That could probably do some damage.
Yeah, it's killed people before.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it literally has. That's why some stadium they put the nets, but they don't go far enough. As hard as those those dudes hit. Did I tell you I was at a Stars game one time and I saw a guy get hit in the face with a puck in the stands?
Dude, you're gonna make me start wearing a catcher's mitt if I ever go to a live game.
It was a guy. He was there, young guy. He was there with a pretty girl, and he was trying to play it tough. But I mean, his nose just exploded when it got hit. Dude, it's a freaking puck.
Yeah, they're wearing lots of pads for a reason.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh, I'm cool," trying to play it cool because it makes a thing. And then they came and got him and took him out. But hopefully, they gave him like season tickets for free or something because that's.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Is it like, when you buy a ticket, are you inclined to like, oh, we won't sue if we get injured at your facility, or can you go after them?
Yeah, there's probably something on the ticket. Not that that keeps litigation from happening, but there's probably something on the ticket that says if you get hit by a ball or if your drunk ass falls from the out of the stands, that happens a lot too.
I haven't seen the streakers in a while. I remember people used to run onto the field. I haven't seen much of that lately.
I can't. You know why? Because they stopped. They made a concerted effort as a broadcast team to stop putting the camera on them.
Oh, so you
people
don't
stopped
get as
doing it.
famous.
Yeah, but that was some of the funnest thing is because the security guards taking those dudes out was hilarious. Because you get this guy, he's like, I've worked 160 games and I haven't seen anything happen. This is my one opportunity to do something. And they just frickin' form tackle because they're all probably ex-athletes or something. You know?
I think they're also like current cops
Oh,
doing
yeah, that's
after
true.
hours stuff. I think
Yeah, 'cause,
Marvin
I
used to
mean-
work the Rangers games.
Yeah. That was some of the best part because you know they're going to get.
Just way late.
I mean, I've seen it a couple times in person happen, and it's super exciting. But I've never seen it. I mean, you don't see it on TV anymore.
I mean, who's got that mentality of like, all right, I paid for a ticket to the game. I'm here. I'm going to make this one memorable. Let's just get on it.
Well, they're always hammered. Have you ever seen a streaker?
No, I
In the
don't think
wild?
I have. No.
We were visiting Rob and Steph in Astoria, and we were flying out of Portland. So we stayed we had an early flight. We stayed the night in Portland. We went out in Portland, just walking through downtown, and it was in December, so it was cold out. And there's this dude just smooth walking down. He wasn't running. He was just walking down the sidewalk, butt ass naked. And it's probably, 10 degrees outside. And Jill's like, starts to cross the street. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm crossing the street to get away from this guy. I'm like, I'm following this guy. I want to see how this plays out. Because he wasn't like, he was, it just seemed like a guy just going about his day, but happened to be naked.
So that's
so-
not a streaker. That's just a naked guy.
It's a slow streaker.
Drugs are a hell of a drug, man.
He'd probably been
gotta
running.
be on something.
He's
I
probably
have
been
seen-
running.
Oh, you think you got the tail end of a streaker?
Yeah,
like
he'd
he's
been
like,
running.
oh, I got tired of running.
He's like, surely maybe his fetish is, I want somebody to tackle me while I'm naked. And everyone's like, I ain't tackling you naked.
So did you check it out? Was he packing?
No, he had a very small, well, it was also cold outside. So the
Fair.
cold wasn't doing him in his favors. But I kind of give him more credit because he wasn't doing too well down there. But
And he's
decided-
confidently just striding along with it.
strutting. Yeah, as confident as can be. So we walked with him for 4 blocks, and finally the cops stop him and arrest him. And then the cops were arguing about who was going to take him in because nobody wanted to put him in their car because he was naked. What were you saying about streakers?
Oh, I mean, I've public nudity I've seen like that. There was we were in Hawaii one time and there was some lady on the side of the road, and I think she was protesting something or she was on something, one of the two, but she was just taking off all her clothes right there. So
Yeah. Oh, remember did you ever get flashed by the streaker we had at the station in Kerrville?
I think I'd remember that. And so
Well,
I'm going to go with no.
She was probably mid-60s.
Oh,
So-
hot.
She would call us.
Go on.
when we're on the air, she would call us because we had that window out of the bank building, and she would be at the gas station across. She'd call us on the request line. Hey, I'm over here. Ah! She did.
Was she
it,
wearing
though.
like a trench coat? Is this-
Yeah. She pretty much got everybody. We had a prod room so the Showcase Studios in downtown Fort Worth, we had an on-air studio that was street level in downtown Fort Worth where you could walk by, but we also for a while had a prod room. So I was in there doing production late one night, just catching up on stuff, and somebody flashed their boobs to me while I'm doing production. So I think I'm the only guy to ever get flashed while piecing together commercial production.
Nice.
Yeah. But the on-air guys got flashed all the time.
Weird.
I was always on during the day, so nobody flashes you at 9 a.m. You know, so, some lady going to work.
Just got my coffee, gonna whip my junk out and show you.
Investment banker on the way to a meeting. Here you go, buddy. Coming up, we'll show you how to play Half a Minute to Win It, where you can win $500 in just 30 seconds. Sign up to play at andymeadowshow.com. But right now, we have a word from our first sponsor, the first of many, hopefully.
This portion of the show brought to you by Brian Kilmeade's Homeless Be Gone.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
You're guaranteed to kill on contact. Use only as directed.
That's going to get me in trouble. This is a little game we call Half a Minute to Win It. Answer 5 questions in 30 seconds, and you'll win $500. Only first answers count. If you don't know, you can pass. And if there's time left, we'll go back to it. You'll hear 3 beeps, and then I'll start. Are you ready?
I am Andy. Let's do this.
What is 11 plus 13?
25.
Who was fired as SNL's Weekend Update host in 1998 for doing too many OJ jokes?
Dennis Miller.
What PGA golfer is currently ranked number 1 in the world?
Ben Griffin.
Who's the current Prime Minister of the UK?
Keir Starmer.
Spell history.
History.
Ah, got them all but one. Norm Macdonald was fired for his OJ jokes, not Dennis Miller. How'd you miss the SNL question?
Not a fan.
You got any recs or rants? Anything pissing you off? Anything to recommend?
I finally got around to watching The Peacemaker on HBO, which is John Cena, and he's
yeah.
And
So
I was,
good.
like John Cena, you would expect, like The Rock, I think has a contract, like he can't lose a fight. He's so uptight about everything, and you figured John Cena would be the same way. 100% not.
Yeah.
He is fantastic.
That dude, usually a wrestler turned actor, you're like, oh, this guy's going to be. And he is awesome. He picks great roles. He's really funny as a comedian. Like, The Peacemaker is phenomenal. That's a really funny show. And it's not at all what I was expecting when I watched it.
Right. It's John Cena's the one that you're just, whoa, this dude is good. He's playing the piano. How do you get jacked and learn to play the piano? Like it's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, that's a good one. Man, you're a couple years behind on that.
I think it's because they just got a second season, so HBO was like recommending, hey, watch this. I'm like, yeah, let me check it out. I hadn't gotten around to it. And got to say, I'm impressed.
Last week's Game of Games answer from the category Famous Quotes was B. William Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. That exact question will be in one of our upcoming Game of Games live on social, YouTube, and on-site coming soon. Winners take home $250 and a spot in the semifinals to win more money and a trip to Vegas for the finals. Sign up now at andymeadowshow.com. Here's today's question from the category What Year Is It? In what year did these events happen? The Berlin Wall fell, the Oakland A's swept the San Francisco Giants to win the World Series, and Seinfeld debuted on TV. A, 1987, B, 1988, or C, 1989. Answer now at andymeadowshow.com. That's it for today's show. We'll be back next week with a new episode of The Andy Meadows Show, coming soon to your favorite podcast platforms as well.